Hey everyone, he says. This is Jan and you're watching a little daily indie game dev for Monday the 29th of June. And today is one of those days where the weekend had erased all progress in my mind and I was really like, what am I doing? But I quickly wrote it down and we need to fix up this part of a quest. My very first quest in this top-down adventure game, much in the vein of the 8 and 16-bit legends of Zelda from the late 80s and 90s. So very quickly, I'm just going to rattle it off because we have to keep the momentum going. We're going to create a flipbook animation, which is what they're called in Paper ZD in Unreal Engine. So that character over there is going to be replaced. We are going to create a profile animation so that when I go over here and you see that prompt for the button, so that old man has to become an old lady. That's the plan. Then, while I quickly escape, leave, we have to create a data table. So these blueprints for NPCs that I inherited from the Defender game with the animated dialogue system, which you can find on the Fab marketplace, it has a dialogue component. And a dialogue component points to a data table for the picture. So here these are all the pictures I've made in the past. So I need that updated, but I also need that animation updated, which is actually attached to the camera system as separate from this. And this is the other important component, the data interaction data table, which if we go there, looks a little something like this. All rows, all text. And then within each row, there is the option for branches. So here, this one has branches. You can just open them up and then see right here, check out my wares. It can point to an event name. Those are all going to have to be created over here in the blueprint for the level. Right over here, on dialog event triggered, goes through a switch by name, collapsed graphs with nodes. This is code in Unreal Engine's visual scripting language. These are some of the things that we're going to have to create. Another part of the quest is, so we need the event dialog, which is this one. We're looking over here. I'm just looking at my notes. The pickaxe. I bet you I have it in one of those itch.io marketplace packs that I bought. I want to have a look at that, but it would probably be faster instead of going through all the folders. Probably be faster if I just draw one, just as a placeholder. I was reminded by email that the slime monster pack that I got, because you have to have a slime monster, has been updated with some new animations. I'm going to look at that one. I'll put that in as a very simple enemy that I create myself using that animation. And you're going to have to avoid him because there's no fighting yet. I mean, the player can fight, so technically that could work if it's hand-to-hand combat. But there's no weapon for the player yet, so I haven't figured that out yet. And that's it. So flipbook for the lady, profile animation for the lady, dialogue table, which has to link to the blueprint in the level, the pickaxe to find, which has to trigger something and set dialogue for the old man when you go back to him, and then that should open up the next section or more stuff to happen in the game. That's where we're at. Let's get cracking. Talk to you in the next one.